Hi guys, Liva here from Bright Young Brains. As you can see on the screen, we have Beeline. So we have partnered with Beeline to give you guys a learning experience that is definitely going to up your game when it comes to how it is that you study. So the big idea with Beeline is it allows you to track your progress as you learn, as you prepare for your metric exams, and in the future, depending on whatever other courses there will be for you to like use and follow. And in the future, other grades and other subjects, you will also be able to go through that within the time period that you'll be using Beeline. So as you can see, if you want to get access to Beeline, the one best way that you can do so is you can just search on Google by typing in beeline.live, or you can just use the link on this post, whether it's in the story, etc. As you can see, this is the homepage. I'm just going to click here, get started. It is 100% free. Full name, Levi Nyamariwater. Nyamariwata. Email address, you can use whatever email address that you currently use. Put this here. And then password, you can create your own password. Let me just create a password here. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, create account. Let's see here. It says subscribe and keep me up to date. No, subscribe and keep me with the world of learning science. Yeah, well, let's sign up. So once you've signed up with Beeline, the big idea is it is mainly going to allow you to keep track of your progress throughout the days that you'll be preparing for whatever you'll be preparing for. So for example, I've created a profile here and it's asking me here, help us understand why you're here. So I want to improve my own personal learning habits. So let's click that, go next. And then you, depending on what subjects you do, maybe you're interested in mathematics, etc. So I'm interested in mathematics. However, I think, let me see what I put here. Let me put here South African metric. Let me just click that. What topics are you interested in learning? South African metric. And then click here, enter my hive. So once you've entered your hive, as you can see, it says you need help. This, you could watch it if you want to get a better idea of how to use Beeline. However, on my side, I'm just going to click the exit button over there. Okay, so this is my dashboard, right? On my dashboard, I want to learn grade 12 mathematics. So you can just click on explore. If you click on explore, you will see here that these are some of the topics that are currently there for you to practice. There's life sciences, mathematics. On the mathematics in particular, if I click here on mathematics, you will see here it says in this Beeline, you will use past exam papers 2020 and 2021 to help you improve your maths. Pure for end-year metric exams, you will also find many helpful videos and resources supplied by Levi from Bright Young Brains. To help you grasp the topics you don't yet fully understand. Do your past paper practice in a more efficient way than ever before. So how this works is, let's click here on start learning now. So this basically allows you to go through the full past papers in a way that is systematic. So for example, if you want to firstly start with analytical geometry. Analytical geometry 1.1, this is equation, or this is the basics of equations of circles. So that's what we want to start with, right? However, before we can get there, you can see it's locked here. You firstly have to start from the top here because it says that you have not locked this yet. What? It's still locked. Okay, let's click on learn here because it will not allow you to go all the way down here without you doing the very basics. So clearly understanding how to use Beeline is important. So let's just actually do what we have to do before we start. So all this is just telling you, giving an idea of who this Beeline. This was created by Evans. I mean by Dylan Evans from Beeline. And as you can see, this is in partnership with Bright Young Brains. Let's click here on next so that we can start our learning process. So the idea is, this is just work that you would want to obviously go through. This is giving an idea of, it says you're understanding this Beeline. In this Beeline, you will cover the following topics, etc. And then you have here, for you to download this PDF file, you can download it by just clicking the link here. Let's go next. So we can see here how to optimally use this beeline. Let's go to next here so that we can just dive into the learning content. So if you see here, it says additional resources. Should you be interested in learning about pure mathematics, etc.? Let's see here. Learners looking to improve maths, yada yada yada. You can see here there's a link to our channel, a link to our past papers channel, the other third channel as well. And then we also have here the books that we recommend, etc. These are the full links to the pages or to the past papers on our past papers channel. However, as you start, right, you can see here we're now actually in the learning of we're actually in the learning. We're actually now starting to learn, right? 1.1, it says here, basics of equations of circles. So if you're gonna need to learn the basics of equations of circles, this is basically where you're gonna learn it. You're gonna watch this helpful video. If you have not watched this yet, you can just watch it. If you have already, you can then just carry on. Let's see here, full width. Let's just click here next. If this is also a video you have at some point watched, you can also just go next. The point is, all these, you would basically need to like go through them, right? Before you actually get to the piece of content that's going to allow you to like practice what it is that you need to practice before you can move on to like the next topic. So if you recall from the previous video that I uploaded, it was basically, depending on when you're watching this, the previous video I uploaded was on how to go through the entire syllabus in about 24 hours. So Beeline is definitely one way you can go through the syllabus in the most time, in the least time possible, in the most time efficient way. So here we have, if all these lessons are lessons you've watched, right, you can clearly see here that you will now be able to start practicing it. Now it says here, complete questions to unlock the next cell. So it says here, you have made it to the end of to this topic, analytical geometry. You will now test your understanding of analytical geometry in a practice session. Your practice questions will cover all the will cover all the past paper questions of 2021 and 2020 that are about analytical geometry. So you see here, the notes, the references, this is where the questions are going to come from. These are a few extra pieces of information before you continue. So if you click here, complete questions to unlock the next beeline, you're going to see here, it's going to be asking you these questions, right? Where you'll be practicing on a piece of paper, etc. And then, depending on what you get, right, you can always put in your answers in here, one way or the other. If it's, you don't have to worry about putting in, remember the different kinds of answers you need to put for your maths. It's usually like numbers and all that. So you'll always be able to type this out in this box. But then, for example, it says you determine the equation of the small circle. For example, this equation here, I mean, like, fortunately, this circle is at the origin. So what we already know is that it's going to be x to the power of 2 plus y to the power of 2. And then we have our radius squared. Our radius here, we can see it is technically going to be a 5, because if it's like -3 to the left and +4 going upwards, the radius here, you can basically get that by drawing like a right angle triangle there. And then you'll be able to work out the radius using Pythagoras. So let's just put here 5 to the power of 2. But anyways, this is just giving an example of what it is that you would be able to do. So you can see here, this was definitely similar to what I wrote. It's going to show you the answers to the questions there that you would have practiced. And then obviously, this is asking you, how well do you remember this? So if this is something you'd have done before or something you're familiar with, if it was very easy for you, you can click here, it was easy, and then it will just keep track of that in your profile, so that over time it's going to serve you similar questions like this. So this is your beeline. This is how you're going to go about it if you want to practice your maths. The fortunate thing, as mentioned, is this is not only limited to mathematics. If I can click on the top left corner there, and if I can click on explore, depending on what other topics you want to practice, right? If you want to practice business studies, if you want to practice life sciences, for example, either CAPS or IB, I can click here on life sciences, and then I can click on start learning now. This is going to allow me to start learning life sciences in a way that allows me to track my progress. Now, remember, this is 100% available on desktop, it is available on your mobile phone, and it is available on the App Store. So if I can just, let's say, go here to the App Store and search for Beeline, we should be able to get Beeline over there. We want App Store, not if I'm App Store, bro, the Apple App Store. But let's see if we can find it on the Play Store here. Beeline. No, 2 is only my guy. Beeline. There we go. Kablamo. You can see here there's Beeline for your Android. You can see it has to be Beeline Labs. You see Beeline Learn. You'll be able to download this for your Android device. And then if you do use an iOS device, you'll also be able to download that. I see what happened there. App Store, my guy. So obviously, depending on what it is that you use, if you use iOS or if you use Android, you'll be able to download Beeline. So if I click here on search, Beeline, enter, I should be able to find Beeline. You see here, it says my Beeline app. It says here, wait, hold on. Beeline Learn, bro. We want Beeline Learn. Ooh, hectic. Beeline Learn. There we go. There we go. Ah, hectic. Come on, come on. I think maybe it's because I'm using desktop. But then on iOS, you should be able to get it also because I did download it on my iOS device. The Beeline symbol, I'll just give you an idea of what it looks like so that you can see it for yourself. So on the screen here, I'm just going to bring up an image that is going to give you an idea of what the iOS Beeline symbol looks like. So let us just get that for you now so that you can see it, so that depending on when you do search for it on iOS, you will know that you are downloading the correct item. So for example, here, this is a screenshot from my iOS device, and I'll just be able to give an idea of what the Beeline icon looks like. There we go. This is Beeline. Kablamo. Beeline. This is what it will look like when you search for it on your iOS device, so that you make sure you are downloading the correct app. But anyways, from my side, one thing I can safely say is you do want to sign up for Beeline. You can see it's free. You'll be able to just track your progress. As you can see here, depending on what I've done, right, when I do resume, it will be able to take me back to where I ended off, and I'll be able to, over time, recall the work that I needed to learn, etc. So that's that from my side. As you can see, the mathematics Beeline does have content on the content that is on our past papers channel, the content that is on our main channel, and this is definitely a big help in addition to the online courses on our website. I mean, as of this recording, the online courses on our website are currently on sale. For just 99 Rand, you have access to the online courses for a full 60 days as you prepare for your exam. This includes all the different topics that you have to work on. So all this is in tune with you getting the syllabus done in the least time possible. If you want to get the syllabus done in the least time possible, I recommend that you make use of these services that we do offer in these platforms that we have out there for you guys to use. Anyways, from my side, I will catch you in the next video. Peace.